Hey guys, Baron here, and in today's video I want to go over a gas mask very important to US gas mask development. In today's video, I want to go over the M1A1 Service Gas Mask. The M1A1 Service Gas Mask was developed sometime around 1928 as an improvement over the earlier 1921 model M1 Service Gas Mask. The 1921 model M1 Service Gas Mask, which you can probably see in this photo right here, uses, this is an earlier example, uses an M1 facepiece, an M1 felt filter, and an M1 chest carrier. This is, of course, the M111. The M1 service gas mask, the original, that would use dual pressed lenses, would basically see a lot of revisions and would use basically many different types of filters and many different types of carriers, but it would stay the same as the M1 facepiece. But sometime around 1928, this mask would be developed, and it would change the whole service gas mask lineage, in that this mask, this facepiece, would use dual threaded lenses. Actually, I might be able to take the lenses off on this example. I cannot. Those are stuck on. I apologize. Also, I don't want to damage it because this is in mint condition from being over 90 years old, 94 years old exactly. This mask also uses a sizing system, which the older M1 service gas mask did also use a sizing system, but this one actually differs from the later M1A2, which was developed sometime around 1934, in that it uses a numeric sizing system as opposed to the universal sizing system for the M1A2 service gas mask. This particular mask is an M1A2-IV-III Service Gas Mask, and is dated July 23rd, 1929, so it is 94 years old. And it is in mint condition, and before anybody says anything in the comments of this video, no, I didn't actually pay around $207 for this. I got it for free. I used eBay gift cards. Thank you to Derek for those eBay gift cards. I used that to pay for this mask, and this mask literally only cost me in German M44, a Polish MP4 kit, and a Fatra A from Spain. So that is it. It's a pretty good deal. And as you can see, this mask is in mint condition. The only damage to this actual mask is the worn down paint on the metal around the actual facepiece, and of course the head harness, given that it is 94 years old, so the elastic would be kind of hard. M1-IV-III or M1A1-IV-III. I'm not sure why this is M1-IV-III. It would be M1A1-IV-III. But this mask, of course, 4-3, M1A1 would be the facepiece. This is an M1A1. 4 being the carrier. This is an M4 carrier. It is not marked whatsoever, so I'm not sure how you would be able to identify it other than, on the packing slip. And then the filter, which is an M3 filter, I get to that later, which is also not marked M3, so I'm not sure how you would be able to identify it without the packing slip, other than, hold on, let me move this. The bottom actually has this very strange outlet system that differs from the M1 filters, M1 felt filters, in that this has the outlet valve on the bottom instead of the top, because the M1 felt filters had the valve on had the XL, the XL sort of system on the top, inhalation system. I'm not sure what you would call it. It would be on the top, so that's how this one differs from the M1 felt filter. This mask, of course, you could probably see is a size 2 and has a very prominent US stamp on the top. The actual flutter valve of this mask is, I'm not sure if you would call it an M1 flutter valve, but it looks to be similar, but this one is in absolutely mint condition. It's completely supple. It has the cardboard retainer around it as well, but it is a bit warped a little bit. This mask, I'm not sure who made this mask. I know there's multiple different manufacturers for the M1 series masks. One gas mask, lot 3341, Mark 1 M1 IV-III, July 23rd, 1929, if I remember correctly. I think that says that. It's a little damaged. Here is the actual face form of this mask. It might be a later M1A2 series faceform, given that the inside is not chromed, as most M1A1 service gas mask faceforms I see are chromed on the inside. Also, the felt filter, or not the felt filter, the M3 filter I have right here, it doesn't have any label or anything, so I'm not sure what that is about. I would assume they would usually have labels, but It's any example of the M1 or M3 filter is pretty nice. I did not actually use the original head harness for this mask on this head. Here's the original head harness right here. It's basically identical to the later ones with this head pad and all the strings coming off. The reason I didn't use this is because the absolute condition of this, there is basically no elasticity on this mask, and what elasticity there is, it's kind of cracking out of the sides of the harness. I don't know if you could see it anywhere. Yeah, right there. There's a little bit of coming out right there. It's sort of like red elastic pieces coming out of the harness, unfortunately. So I did not use this for this video or my pictures on Instagram. I did go just post this on Instagram. Now this mask came with a very cool accessory that I wanted to show you guys. Here's this anti-dim stick, and the only reason that I picked this up so fast was because of this anti-dim stick. This anti-dimming stick is for the T-type masks. I have never seen this particular anti-dim stick. I've only seen for Tissot type masks. These masks were reissued from the earlier Acron Cops and Cops Tissot Monroes, but they were issued with any mask with a Tissot system, much like the M1 diaphragm, the M2 diaphragm, the M1, the M1A1, the M1A2, as I have a 1939 dated M1A2 upstairs, and it has a anti-dim stick for Tissot type masks, not T-type masks. I've never seen a 4T type masks anti-dimming composition. I actually cannot get the lid off of this one. Yep, nope. I guess it's going to be like that forever because I cannot get the lid off. This does not actually differ from the standard anti-dimming compositions, but it's just really interesting that this is marked for a T-type mask instead of the Tissot type masks. I would assume later in the line they would abbreviate it, but I'm not sure. Let me actually get the carrier for this mask down so you can see it. It's very similar to the later kidney type style masks or carriers, which is not an actual abbreviation for these, or that's not an actual name for these carriers. Again, probably a collector term. It's more rounded on the bottom than the standard M4A1 series. And then you go down here, back here. Let's see, much different stuff. US 2. Oh, it's actually marked for this mask. That's interesting. US size 2. Lifted out tabs. Same as the, sorry about that. Same as the later M4A1 series carriers. This one has a little bit of marking. EAE, lots, something 8 maybe. Then on the inside, let me actually get the packing paper out of the inside. Or that's my hoodie. Never mind. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. Inside, you probably won't be able to see it given the light. Here. Still can't see that well. There we go. Here you can see that big old thing right there. That's for the Tissot. That's for the anti-dimming composition. Those two black things, those two black straps are for the filter. And unfortunately, there is a large tear in the bottom of the carrier. That was not from me. That was from H, I would assume. So I do not keep the mask in the carrier. I keep it on top of the carrier. I could sew that, but it's not a worry. I don't worry about that. Let me actually get this back. Sorry about that. It's a really nice carrier. I like these earlier kidney type carriers. You know, that's not what they're really called, but it's a alright naming convention. Hose is completely supple. Let me get all the stuff out of the way so I can show you the actual face piece. It's a mint condition face piece basically. You see the red-brown gum rubber discs around the lens. You can see the red-brown gum rubber KTM style Tissot deflector. You can see the very nice stockinette on this mask, lot 33 EAE. Very nice head harness system. Reminds me a lot of, hold on, let me get it real quick. Sorry about this. reminds me a lot of, God, this stinks terribly, this mask. My BRL gas mask with caps type face piece, because literally these masks are they're patterned off of the same mask. It's two sides of the same coin. The KTM Cops Tissot Monroe patterned in two different ways, military and then industry. You have the BRL gas mask with caps type face piece, more patterned off of the original Cops Tissot Monroe. Then you have the M1A1 or the M1 series gas masks that were, again, improved with the Cops Tissot Monroe. They improved the Cops Tissot Monroe for the military. It's very interesting because there were some examples I've seen. One from JJ's collection. It was a BRL gas mask with caps type face piece. It was just a face piece, but it had the long 27-inch hose and a M3 filter. It made no sense to me because I would not assume that the military would use these, but I would assume that the industry would just buy these military items and just use these as just filler for the lack of industrial filter. Maybe they need something for war gases, and the standard filters for the military would be better suited than original industrial filters. But I'm not sure. I only know of two examples of this sort of modification happening. One from Instagram, I'll try to put his name in the comments, and then one from JJ's collection. But yeah, it's a weird thing that happened a little bit. I'm not sure how much that happened. But yeah, here is, let me show you the side again. Head harness is from my M17M Riot Protective Mask. Here's the other side. Again, mint condition, a little bit of hair all over this because my house is full of hair for some reason. Now let me get this off the head really quickly. Alright, the mask is now off the head. Now let me show you the inside of this mask. Let me get the head harness over. I probably should just take the head harness off because I won't be needing it after this video. Here is the inside. You can see the stitching right here on the chin seam right here. You can see the KTM style lens, or the Tissot deflector, I mean. That was patterned off of the KTM style. The earlier ones on the BRL gas mask with caps type face piece would use the ones patterned off of the Akron, or possibly the Cops Tissot, maybe just the Akron Tissot. This one says Lot 3, probably 33, I would assume. And then you can see the red-brown gum rubber face piece that is differing for the M1A2 because that uses black natural rubber, I believe. This one has stippling where it's just a bunch of little dots, where the M1A2 has just regular stippling, just like dots everywhere. Much like the BRL gas mask again. You can see where the harness buckles are stitched into the facepiece and reinforced with some gum rubber. It's really nice, and this is covered with stockinette or fabric. You can see this is glued in. It's a very nice facepiece. You can see there's the size 2 stamp in the middle. And this Tissot deflector is a little warped, unfortunately, so I'm not sure how I could get that back into its original condition. But yes, perfect condition M1A1 Service gas mask. Here's the mask. You can see it's been stored with the face form for so long it's taken the shape of it, which I don't really mind because that means it's in mint condition. I keep it with the face form on for storing. I know it's frowned upon to keep these masks in there without. It maybe used to be frowned upon, but I'm not sure if it still is, to keep these masks with their wire and tape still on, because I know that sort of crushes the facepiece and sort of deteriorates the mask over time. But I don't believe that, really, because you can see this mask is in literally mint condition and it's 94 years old. So if it was going to deteriorate with the wire and tape on, it would have done that by now. So, kiss my ass. Sorry. But yeah, I keep my masks with the wire and tape on unless I want to clean them, and then I'm not smart enough to put the wire and tape back on. But yeah, I just keep the wire and tape off because it's easier like that if I already did it. See, 6-point head harness system, bug-eyed shape. Actually looks very similar to the M1A1 since it uses basically the same facepiece other than, you know, the threaded lenses. Here's one of my examples of an M1 series photograph. And then, hold on, let me go get another. So in the technical manual TM3205, the gas mask from October 9th, 1941, you can skim these pages. I believe, yep, there's an area in here where it's the M1 Service Gas Mask on top, and then the M1A1 on the bottom. See, it sort of differs because I'm not sure why the top one has much darker fabric. I don't know. I'm not sure how many M1 Service Gas Masks are in circulation in the market right now. Yeah, here's an M1A2 on top, M2 diaphragm. Then here's the unobtanium M2 gas mask. You can't really find those. These are the ones with the M5 valve, or the M4 valve, sorry. I believe it's called the M5 Acushnet, or the M4 Acushnet valve. I can't remember. I can't remember which one. I know the one on the M2A1 service gas mask is either the M4 or the M5, and then the one on the earlier, just standard M2 would be the M4 or the M5. I can't recall. I believe I think I saw in this book again on the non-combating gas mask page for the M111. You can see that it uses an M4 outlet valve, so I'm gonna keep calling it that. The earlier M2 service gas mask used an M4 outlet valve, so yeah. But I guess this has been Baron from Baron's Military Masks. Again, I basically got this mask for completely nothing. It cost me maybe like $20. I had paid $20 out of my account for this, so yeah. It's a really nice mask. I'm glad I got it. It's, again, one of the really hard masks to find in the US gas mask lineage. If you have a mint M2A1, if you have a if you have a black rubber M2A2 service mask, please hit me up. If you have any service gas mask that's not an M2A2, a M3-10A16 with a Class B red rubber facepiece, or an M4-10A16, please hit me up because I am trying to get all US masks in history that were mass produced. But thank you for everybody watching this video. Hopefully I didn't get anything wrong. I did sort of like read up on a lot of older stuff about this mask, but yeah, I guess this has been Baron from Baron's Military Masks, and I hopefully will be able to get a video of my M2A2 out. See you guys in the next video.